So let me guess, you just finished Worlds End Harem? Or are in the process of finishing it, and you want to find other anime like it? Well good, then you're in luck, as this is the place to come to find out. Welcome back to Comet Comics, where today we will be counting down our picks for the top 10 anime like Worlds End Harem. If you want to see more content like this, make sure to like the video, hit that subscribe button, and click that bell icon for notifications on upcoming content. Before we begin, I want to let you in on two little secrets. First, these anime are in no particular order, so please don't kill me with comments about it. Second, is that since you've seen Worlds End Harem, I'm not going to go into depth as to why these anime are like it. Since you've seen it, you know what genre it is, and why I'm recommending these. With that said, let's jump right on into our top 10 picks, shall we? Number 10, Shouman Sample. First on our list is Shouman Sample. What I love about this anime is that it revolves around Kimito Kagurazaka, who was kidnapped and forced to enroll in a secretive school for teaching young ladies proper etiquette. Unfortunately, being from noble families and never seeing the outside world, or someone from a lower class system, primarily young men, these ladies often had a hard time adjusting to the outside world once they graduated. This leads to the school kidnapping Kimito to use him as an example of what boys in the outside world are like. There is a catch though, as the school believes that Kimito is into big muscly dudes, even though he's not, which puts him in some pretty funny situations. Shouman Sample is a great watch if you are looking for a really funny anime filled with harem moments and awkward jokes. Number 9, Makin Ki. Takeru Uyama always wanted a peaceful life of ogling women, which is what led him to enroll in the all-girls school Tenbi Academy that recently became co-ed. It is here he runs into his childhood friend Haruko, who shows him around the school. He soon finds out Tenbi isn't at all what he thought it would be, as the school is for students who possess magical and spiritual energies called elements, who wield crafted weapons known as Makens. Not only that, but these Maken wielders regularly engage in battles to show off their magical abilities. With Takeru's unique ability to overload a wielder's Maken, he soon joins the disciplinary committee known as the Magical Security Organization, or Makin Ki, to stop unregistered battles and protect the students of Tenbi Academy. Although this isn't an all-girls school, he is constantly surrounded by all women in the Magical Security Organization, and often goes above and beyond to protect women from men in the series. Number 8, Infinite Stratos. Infinite Stratos is one of my favorite power armor anime, as it follows Ichika Urimura, who after an accidental run-in with the hibernating IS, finds out he's the only male in the world who can operate a powered exoskeleton. With his ability to operate an IS, he is forced to enroll in the prestigious Infinite Stratos Academy, a multicultural academy where female IS pilots from all over the world are trained. Being that he is the only male who can operate an IS, it's only natural that all the ladies would take an interest in him. Even though in this anime, the IS units aren't used in a military capacity, the threat of danger is never far away from our main cast of characters. If you like power armor harem anime, then this one's for you. Number 7, Trinity 7. The life of Arata Kasuga was changed forever when some unknown phenomenon threw the world into ruin. This anime follows Arata as he seeks to become the strongest magician so that he can save his cousin and childhood friend Hijiri, who mysteriously disappeared after giving him his grimoire. He is taken to the Royal Biblia Academy, a secret school that teaches young mages to master their abilities and use those students to handle and investigate troubles that arise around the world. It is at this school that Arata meets the Trinity 7, a group of 7 female mages who are among the strongest in their respective fields. It's these 7 that decide to help Arata become better at magic while also helping him look for answers on his lost childhood friend and what sent the world into such anguish. Number 6, Undefeated Bahamut Chronicles. After a revolt had overthrown the Arcadia Empire 5 years prior, we follow Lux Arcadia, the former prince, working odd jobs to pay off his debt to the new kingdom for being a criminal. On an odd job, he happens to meet the princess of the new kingdom in the most awkward way. He walks in on her naked in the bath. After he is forced to duel with Princess Lashart for his freedom, he saves both her and the crowd from a gargoyle. Instead of working at the school as one of his odd jobs intended, Lashart proposed he register to start as a student at an all-girls school, the Royal Officer Academy, to be a drag knight. Being the princess, Lux can't refuse, which puts him in some pretty funny harem situations. Undefeated Bahamut Chronicles is definitely worth a watch if you're into crazy fight scenes with powered armor. Number 5, Blade Dance of the Elementalers. In a world of spirits where only women can form contracts with them, Kamito Kazuhaya is the only male elementalist, making him quite unique. Upon responding to a summons from the Eurasia Spirit Academy's director, Kamito finds himself forming a contract with the sealed sword spirit Est. What makes this story even funnier is that not only is Kamito the world's only male elementalist, but the female idol Ren Ashbel, who won the title of the strongest blade dancer 3 years prior. Considering most of the girls at this academy idolized him in disguise as Ren, he limited his techniques so the girls wouldn't find out he was Ren. This leads to a lot of cool fights and funny moments. Did I also mention he is a former assassin and was raised by a spirit? Number 4. Unlimited Fafnir. Unlimited Fafnir is an anime that has dragons, destruction, and women who are able to obtain dragon-like abilities to fight them, known as type dragons, or D for short. However, like many anime before and after it, one man was also given these dragon-like abilities as well. Yu Mononobe is the only male D in existence, and against his wishes, Yu was enrolled in Midgard Academy, an all-girls school created to teach the Ds how to control their abilities. Yu must learn how to control his abilities, but also deal with being surrounded by a bunch of female Ds. I know that sounded funny, but just check it out. Number 3. Hybrid X Heart, Magias Academy. In a world where invaders attack Earth from another universe, humanity is forced to retreat to the water, living on big ships called megafloats. It's here that humanity develops the Heart Hybrid Gear, or HHG, to combat these invaders. The inventor of this device, or Hidakisuna's mother, implants the first HHG into her son, but due to males' low compatibility with their gear, it is deemed a failure and he is removed from the program. It is later that Hida's sister realized his potential to help boost the powers of other HHG female fighters by doing lewd things to them. This special ability leads him to become the leader of this unit, known as Amaterasu. If you are into lewd power-ups, then this anime is for you. Number 2. Armed Girls Machiavellism. So this anime is slightly different from the others on our list, as Nomura Fudo isn't the only male at this school of all girls. But he is the only guy that appears to dress like a man, as all the other delinquents have been corrected and forced to dress and act like women. Let me explain. The private Aichi Symbiosis Academy was originally an all-girls school that one day became co-ed. Out of misguided paranoia, the girls at the school started violently oppressing the male population, correcting them to abide by their rules and regulations. This was enforced by a group of vigilante students known as the Supreme Five Swords, who all seemed to possess some supernatural abilities. Being that Nomura was expelled from his last school for participating in a brawl with over 40 people, he doesn't yield or comply with the Five Swords, which leads to lots of fights and ecchi moments. Before we get to the last anime on our list, here are some honorable mentions that fell just short of our top 10. 100. With Hayato Kisaragi being one of the few males in the world capable of operating 100, he is quick to join the others as he enrolls in the Marine Academy city ship codenamed Little Garden. He soon finds himself constantly surrounded by women who all seem to eventually fall in love with him. He is one of the few males capable of operating 100, and he fights alien-like monsters known as savages, often rescuing the others from mortal danger. Aside from the badass fight scenes, seeing as sometimes Hayato is the only hope for survival, I'd say it's close enough to Worlds End Harem, so go check it out. Castaway, Aran Island. Have you ever wanted to be on a secluded island with just you and a bunch of the opposite sex? Well, Ikuto finds himself in that very situation after running away from home and being swept overboard from a cruise ship during a storm. After he is rescued by Suzu, he awakens to find himself on an island where he is the only male. Being said only male on this secluded island, he soon gains the attention of all the women desperately seeking a husband. This of course erupts into competitions over who gets to marry Ikuto. If this sounds like a paradise to you, make sure to check it out and see how Ikuto handles himself surrounded by an island of women. Number 1. The Fruit of Grisaia. So this anime is a bit darker than most on this list. You get to follow Yuji Kazumi, who is essentially an assassin who wants to enjoy a normal life at a normal school, and this change leads him to Mihama Academy. But this school was anything but normal, as it only consisted of 5 other students, all of which are women who each have a dark past. Even though at times it's a little darker of a story, it's full of good laughs, funny moments, and all the cliche characters you see in anime. So, if a darker, dating sim style harem-esque anime is what you're looking for, look no further than The Fruit of Grisaia. Well, that's our picks for the top 10 anime like Worlds End Harem. What do you think of our top 10? What anime would you have added or changed? Make sure to let us know by dropping a comment down below. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, as well as smashing both that subscribe button and bell icon to stay up to date on our latest content. As always, thanks for tuning into Comet Comics, and I'll see you on our next top 10 video.